I know what you're going to say. This is a carpentry page. What the hell am I doing talking about automotives? But I got a Chevy Tahoe. Couldn't find a good video. Let's get into this. Changing out rear shock on 2002 Chevy Tahoe. First things first, there's a little screw that has a little plastic flap that you need to get rid of. There's only one screw holding it in, or at least for mine, there was only one screw holding it in. And then there was two welded bits, like it was like plastic welded together. So look, the only thing I could do is just break it off. Put a screwdriver in there, break it off. You can throw any screw in there after you're done. It doesn't matter. It's just holding the plastic together. It's not the end of the world. Just put the screw back when you're all done. Sprayed some WD-40 on there. 13/16 socket. Also, you're going to need a 21 millimeter socket too. If you have two 13/16 sockets, you're golden. I only had one. 21 millimeter works too. So if you have two 21s, that'll work too. Want to have a wrench. Either way, you'll pretty much see it. But I'm just getting to the point because I couldn't find any backyard videos. Most of the videos I saw were in a shop. So here's some advice. When you're jacking up, jack up from the middle. It'll lift both wheels up on one side of your vehicle. And you'll need two jacks. Oh my Lord, that's super important. You'll need two jacks. One to jack up your car and the other to actually jack up on your axle. Because when getting the thing out, it's going to be very helpful to have a second jack on your axle to play with the height, because again, the rear shock is literally one of like three things that hold that thing to your car. So your axle will definitely move once you take it out. I don't gotta talk to you about how to unscrew a fucking screw. I think you should understand that pretty well. It's not that difficult. But to know that top screw, you'll see it once you get your tire off. Of course, take your tire off. You'll see it once you take your tire off. Look at my spring thingy. I got the one with the spring. Yours probably looks different. See that second jack? That will definitely come in handy when getting that thing out, because you can manipulate the height of your axle so it's not that hard to get your rear shock out. But yeah, take a hammer, pop that screw out, pull that thing out. Bam, now you're putting the other one in. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's not that difficult. That top screw is difficult though, in the aspect of there are these lines. I don't know what they go to. I'm not a pro mechanic. There are these lines that are going to be in the way. You really can't move them. So good luck with that. I was able to get my hand around it and get the screws in and out. It was a pain in the butt, but I was able to do it. So I know you can do it too. So yeah, I mean, from there, if you've gotten this far and you got your rear shock in at this point, it's pretty self-explanatory on how you go from there. But again, this is in my backyard. This is not in a shop. This is not in some pro grade area. Backyard, two jacks, a couple jack stands, and a socket, and a couple sockets. Got it done, and guess what? My ride is riding nice. I love it. I love the ones I bought. I got the ones with the springs because I thought if the piston ever does go out again, the spring thing will do better than nothing like my old one had. So, yeah, I like it. I like how mine ended out. Again, getting the bottom one in, I had to play again. Second jack underneath the axle, very helpful. I had to play with the height of it to get the bolt into the bottom. I had to play with the height of the axle. So when you jack up on your car, again, jack up from your middle position on your edge frame rail. That's your first jack position. Then your second jack position will be on your axle itself, because you don't want to jack up on your axle, because the general jack up point is generally where your shock is too. So you're already getting rid of the shock. So if you jack up at a normal point, it's going to mess with your job. So don't do that. I had to get a light. This took me, I did both rear tires, rear deals. This took me like 5 hours, start to finish for 2. I get it. If you do this as a career, you can probably spit them out in 30 seconds. This is for the people that don't do this as a career, that just need help and need a little advice when you're doing it in your backyard, not on a shop, not in a lift, not with all the space in the world, not with all the fancy deals. This is just out in the backyard, barking dogs, little dog shit to the left of me, just doing it. And got it done and went in, bought mine from Amazon for $119. So it was worth it. My ride smooth as hell. I used a piece of foam to lay on the ground. You should use some cardboard, something. Lay on something. Don't lay directly on the dirt. Use something to lay on. It will help you back, help your knees, help you everything. This is what it looked like at the end.